From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. U.S. President Donald Trump says he'll meet with Prime Minister Mark Carney at the White House within the next week. Carney and Trump spoke over the phone yesterday after the Liberals' election victory.
They both hated Trump, and it was the one that hated Trump, I think, the least that won. I actually think the Conservative hated me much more than the so-called Liberal. He's a pretty liberal guy.
Carney had previously said he was open to meeting with Trump if the U.S. president respected Canadian sovereignty and is open to talking about a common approach to trade. Some Conservative MPs are expressing support for leader Pierre Poilievre after he lost both the federal election and his own seat. Conservatives will have to choose an MP to serve as party leader in the House of Commons, and a Conservative MP likely would have to step down to allow Poilievre to run for a seat, but the party has not answered questions about what its next steps might be. Nova Scotia's Progressive Conservative Premier says the federal election results should prompt some soul-searching by Canada's Conservative Party. But Tim Houston dismisses speculation he's interested in the federal leadership.
No, I'm focused on Nova Scotia. Moving forward this province. There's a lot we can do in this province. That's my focus.
Houston says he looks forward to working with Prime Minister Mark Carney on things like a national energy corridor. BC's Health Ministry says it has provided help for the people affected by Saturday's vehicle attack at a Vancouver festival. That help so far includes mental health helplines, support for health workers, and offering a condolence book for the public to sign. Saturday's attack killed 11 people, and mental health experts warn the communal grief will likely persist for months. Loblaw stores are still adding Canadian products, but its chief executive says the recent Buy Canadian trend may not last. CEO Per Bank says Loblaw's online grocery service shows a clear pivot toward Canadian products since U.S. tariffs took effect. Bank says he's hopeful it will continue, but he predicts maybe a third of it will stick long term. Today, Loblaw reported its first quarter profit was $503 million this year, compared to $459 million in the same time last year. Visa wants to give artificial intelligence your credit card number so it can do your shopping for you.
Visa says it's partnering with a group of leading AI chatbot developers, including Microsoft and OpenAI, to connect their AI systems to Visa's payment network. And it's also working with IBM, online payment company Stripe, and phone maker Samsung. Visa has spent the past 6 months working with AI developers to address technical obstacles that still need to be ironed out before consumers can use the credit card plan. Visa expects more widespread usage next year. I'm Donna Warder.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Montreal Canadiens look to stave off elimination from the NHL playoffs tonight when they face the Capitals in Washington. Later, the Winnipeg Jets host the St. Louis Blues, with that series tied at 2. In baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays continue a 3-game series with the Boston Red Sox tonight at Rogers Centre. Columbus Blue Jackets head coach Dean Evison will lead Canada's staff at next month's World Hockey Championship. His staff will include assistant Ryan Huska, who just finished his second season as head coach of the Calgary Flames. The Ottawa Charge are home tonight to the Minnesota Frost in professional women's hockey league action. And Seattle will join Vancouver as the PWHL's expansion teams next year. The league's Jana Hefford says it was not a package deal.
These two markets stood on their own 2 feet in terms of, market size, media reach, infrastructure, facilities.
The PWHL wraps up its second regular season on Saturday. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.